Middleweights are up next at the Palace when former TPF light heavyweight king Angel D'Anda battles Mike Morales. Currently riding a 5-fight win streak, Angel D'Anda enters the TPF cage tonight looking to make a statement in his 6th appearance here at the Palace. With 17 wins on his record, D'Anda has defeated the likes of Bellator veteran Justin Baseman and Strikeforce vet Anthony Ruiz. Tonight, he takes one step closer to his dream of getting back to the sport's brightest lights. Opposing him will be the heavy-handed and hard-headed Mike Morales. Returning to the Palace for the first time since coming up short to Justin Jones at TPF 23, Morales looks to erase the memories of that loss by earning the biggest win of his career. On deck, it's Angel the Dream D'Anda meeting Mike Morales. This is Tachi Palace Fights.
All right, here we go, guys. Fight number 5, Angel D'Anda, Mike Morales. And this is one that I've been waiting for. Mike Morales didn't make it to the weigh-ins yesterday. He was a little bit delayed, so I'm not exactly sure what he even weighed in at, to be honest with you, for this matchup against Angel D'Anda, and it'll be Mike Morales coming out first here.
I saw Morales in the back before the fight started tonight. I was walking around getting my stuff together, and I saw him, and he looked totally cool. He looked calm, cool, and collected. I asked him if there's anything that he wanted me to say while I was talking and he was fighting, and he pretty much was like, I'm just gonna let my hands do it for me. I'm gonna say everything I need to say inside the cage.
Well, he is up against a big task here tonight, taking on the streaking Angel D'Anda, who's won his last 5 fights, including beating twice in that 5-fight win streak. And also holding the victory over DJ the Black Mamba Robertson as well. We lose our mics. So it's gonna.
All right, so there he is. Mike Morales is getting greased up right now by one of his corners, preparing to step inside the cage. He is 6-6-1 coming into this fight, looking to make it 7-6-1.
Absolutely, and as I was saying before, I lost my mic there for a second. I don't know what I did something, but taking on a streaking Angel D'Anda, who will be coming out next. And D'Anda, 5 fights in a row, Leslie. Listen, he has beat the Black Mamba, DJ Robertson, who is just an amazing fighter. He has beat Justin Baseman twice, Bellator fighter. So this is going to be one hell of a fight. And I'm looking for another finish. And we've seen a lot of finishes here tonight, but I actually think we're going to get another one here tonight as Morales takes on Angel D'Anda.
This has been a really exciting night of fights so far. All these finishes, I love it. The submissions, the knockouts, and coming to the cage right now, Angel
D'Anda. And he's coming out with some MMA royalty from here on the West Coast. Justin Smitley, who is a Bellator veteran and holds all sorts of titles, and they're walking out, of course, with Professor Tom Theophanopoulos from Oakdale MMA, Sonora MMA, Last Stand Fight Team, and he's coming out of a really good camp, Leslie, and I like Angel D'Anda. I like the way he fights. I like the fact that he's on a 5-fight win streak. I like the fact that he's won 6 of his last 7, and the only guy he lost to was David Mitchell, who is a beast, by the way. And again, I like Mike Morales as well, and I think this is going to be a great matchup. And what a fight put together here by Richard Goodman. I think this is going to be a sleeper fight, and I'm looking for a lot of action from both these guys.
Absolutely. They both got to fight. March was the last time that both of these men stepped inside of a cage. So a little bit of time has gone past, and we're going to see what they've improved on and what they want to show off tonight.
And you see the Vaseline being applied by Professor Tom here at Tachi Palace 31, live on SureDog.com. Thank you for joining us. And the atmosphere here is electric. I mean, this place is sold out. It is packed, and they are hanging on every single fight. And everybody's looking forward to that big main event tonight, champion versus champion, Diaz versus Gibson, the featherweight champ versus the bantamweight champ. And here comes the tail of the tape. It is the Dream. Look at the nickname here for Mike Morales, Chunk. And I apologize on the tail of the tape. I don't have the weight or the age of Mike Morales. However, there's a 2-inch difference there in height. 200 pounds for the Dream, Angel Deanda. And the reason we might not have this, Leslie, is because Mike Morales did not make it to weigh-ins. So it's not necessarily that, we just may not know what he weighed in at. He was the only guy that didn't make it to the weigh-ins last night.
But so. I believe he is 31. I was able to look up some info ahead of time.
So there you go. So they got the same age. And it looks like Morales also weighed in at 200 pounds.
Perfect.
And we're going to send it up to the Iron Man, Tyson Johnson.
And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 200 pounds. He represents the Iron Pit Fight Team with a mixed martial arts record of 6 wins and 6 defeats. He hails from Susanville, California. Please welcome Mike Chunk Morales. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 200 pounds. He represents the Last Stand Fight Team with a mixed martial arts record of 17 wins and 5 defeats. He hails from Modesto, California. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Angel the Dream Deanda. Your referee for this bout will be Mark Lawley.
Here we go. This is the 5th fight of the evening, and it is the local legend Angel Deanda on a 5-fight win streak taking on Chunk Mike Morales. What a nickname. The Goonie days. The Goonies. Good movie. Good nickname. And Morales is in the right trunks with the black trim, and the black trunks with the red trim for Angel Deanda. And here we go.
Nice, solid leg kick.
Right off the bat from Mike Morales, as Deanda actually takes a right hand there as well from Morales. So like he said, he's going to come out and let his hands do the talking, and looks like what he's trying to do, although Deanda just landed a big right hand himself.
You know what? Both of these guys are really light on their feet.
Yeah, for the size, they're moving very quickly, Leslie Smith. Nice front kick there. Almost a push kick there from Morales. On his way back, he's counterpunching, and he lands that left hand while backing up, and that's very dangerous for anyone, because when a guy's backing up, you like to kind of rush in on him, and sometimes they can land those big shots as they're backpedaling. And there's a big left hand. Morales in trouble. Deanda looking for a finish, but Morales gets back to his feet, and he's bulldogged back to the ground by Angel Deanda.
He's made his way to the cage. Let's see if he can use the cage to stand up. And I like to use the cage to prevent the other person from taking my back. I'll turn into the cage.
And Angel Deanda imposing his strength on Mike Morales. He's not really trying to get his hooks in or take his back. I think he's content to throw strikes from this position, Leslie.
Yeah, it almost looked like he had a hand under the neck, and he took it out because he wanted to land some more punches.
Absolutely, and maybe he just has a game plan. Maybe he wants a strike finish here. And for his part, Morales isn't necessarily turtling, but he's just sort of content to stay there and wait for an opening to get away from Angel Deanda, who finally lets him go. Takes the distance back. Deanda ducks and lands a right hand. And Morales goes back to the leg kicks. Those are very low leg kicks, almost landing on the ankles.
Yeah, those hurt.
Body
those
shot from Morales,
really
but he was rewarded with a left-right combo.
I like how Morales is coming in, but I wish that he'd keep his mouth shut, because that's just an extra inch where a punch can land and lead to that knockout. I like the effort that he's putting in and the way he's driving forward, but I would just love to see the mouth get closed. Absolutely. And not by his opponent.
Tuck that chin, close that mouth, and maybe not get hit on the button. Would also help. Nice left hand counter there from Mike Morales, and Deanda gives him a nod as if to say, you got me.
Dude, this is really good back and forth. I'm enjoying this fight a lot. Up into the clinch, and what's he gonna do against the cage? Oh, he's dangerous off the cage. Nice, Morales. Deanda landed. This is awesome.
Morales has turned this around a little bit. Deanda landed a body shot, but he's been eating head strikes. And there's a big leg kick, and now Deanda fires back. And like you said, Leslie, we got a good fight here.
Solid.
Morales goes back to the body.
Oh,
and that big right hand.
Right, put him down.
Now, Deanda made a real cardinal mistake there. It's going to get stopped. But what he did was when he landed that big shot, he immediately stopped striking, thinking the referee was going to stop it, and Mark Lawley had not stepped in yet. Sometimes that can cost you. In this instance, Morales was hurt enough that Deanda was able to go back in and land some more shots, and Lawley stopped the fight. But you definitely don't want to think the fight's over until the referee tells you it's over.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing that replay. It looked like it was a solid straight right that dropped him, and it looked like it just came out of nowhere.
Absolutely, and here's the replay now. There's a body shot, sort of a looping body shot from Morales, and he's starting to get comfortable on his feet, and right when he does, DeAnda lands a clean right, and just like you said, Leslie Smith, right on the button, and his mouth was wide open, and down goes Mike Morales.
You know what DeAnda did really nice there is he dipped to the left, and it made it look like he was setting up some kind of a jab or an uppercut or a hook, and so it took the focus onto the left side of him, and then he just had that clear shot to land that right. It was nice.
Absolutely, and what a fight, and we will send it up to Tyson Johnson for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 55 seconds into round number 1, your winner, by way of TKO, Angel the Dream DeAnda.
So there you have it. Angel DeAnda was landing some really good strikes early on, and then he actually weathered a storm from Mike Morales, who was landing good strikes of his own, Leslie. And as soon as Morales got comfortable on his feet and he sort of fell into the pocket and he said, okay, I can do this, out of nowhere, DeAnda, as you said, looked like he was going to go left and then threw a right hand that just landed clean on the button with Morales' mouth wide open, which is something that you had pointed out earlier on in the fight.
It was really well done. I really like the way that he threw that fake. Sometimes those are the best fakes. I used to think that fakes needed to be like you're coming at someone, but really it's that body motion. It's that left, that right, where you don't know. Are they coming forward? Is a punch going to throw? You can't really tell, just like on that he did. Taking pictures inside the cage, that's always a fun thing. Those are like the best pictures. You can't spend money to get a picture of you and your team right after a win inside the cage.
As we look back at the whole fight, you saw DeAnda coming to the cage, and there's a couple strikes he landed. And there's some counter punching from Mike Morales, who lands a nice left. Leg kick blocked, and then down goes Mike Morales. And DeAnda finishes Mike Morales in our 5th fight of the evening.
6-fight win streak. That's pretty sweet.